Hey there, fellow gardeners. Imagine this. You've poured your heart into your backyard oasis, dreaming of fresh harvests and vibrant blooms, only to discover one sneaky plant turning it all into a toxic disaster. Pets getting sick, kids at risk, or even your other veggies contaminated. It's a nightmare no one wants. But don't worry, because today we're unlocking the secret to endless safe harvests by avoiding these pitfalls. I'm diving into the 10 toxic crops you should never plant at home, especially if you're a beginner, senior, or urban gardener with limited space. These are the ones that look innocent but can wreak havoc on your health, garden, and wallet. Stick around till the end for my bonus tip, a game-changing secret to supercharge your safe gardening without the regrets. Let's jump in and save your garden from disaster. After years of tending gardens, from tiny balcony pots in the city to sprawling backyard plots, I've learned the hard way that not all plants are friends.
As a seasoned gardener, I've seen beginners and seniors alike fall for these deceptive beauties, thinking they're adding color or utility only to face health scares or garden takeovers. Avoiding these 10 toxic crops isn't just smart, it's essential for easy gardening tips that prioritize safety, low maintenance, and those dual benefits like edible and ornamental vibes without the risks. You'll save money by dodging vet bills or replacement plants. Think hundreds of dollars avoided annually. Plus, your health gets a boost. No accidental poisonings, better mental peace, and more room for perennial crops that thrive in USDA zones 5 to 11. For urban folks with small spaces or indoor setups, this means focusing on mosquito repellent plants and easy wins that don't invite trouble. Trust me, skipping these toxics will transform your gardening from stressful to joyful, letting you harvest endlessly without fear. Now, let's get to the list.
These are in no particular order, but each one packs a punch of why you should steer clear. I'll break down the details, risks, and even some pro tips on alternatives so you can keep your garden thriving. The first toxic crop on our list, castor bean. Oh boy, this one's a sneaky villain disguised as a tropical stunner. Castor bean, or Ricinus communis, hails from Africa and has been used historically for oil production. Yes, that's where castor oil comes from. It grows tall, up to 10 feet, with large star-shaped leaves in shades of green or purple and spiky seed pods that look exotic. But here's the catch. The seeds contain ricin, one of the deadliest natural toxins. Just a few can be fatal if ingested, making it a huge risk for homes with kids, pets, or even curious wildlife. The risks are massive. Accidental poisoning can lead to severe vomiting, organ failure, or worse, with no antidote readily available. It's not just health. This plant can invade your garden, self-seeding aggressively and crowding out your veggies. Cost-wise, treating a poisoned pet could run you over $500, and that's if you're lucky. Nutritionally, zero benefits for eating. It's all ornamental danger. For beginners and seniors, it's a regret waiting to happen in limited spaces. Plant it for its looks, but please don't. Pro tip: seasoned gardeners know to opt for safe alternatives like sunflowers for that tall, dramatic effect. They're low maintenance, attract pollinators, and give you edible seeds. Identify castor by its reddish stems and avoid seed catalogs pushing it as ornamental. Your garden will thank you. Moving on to number 2, foxglove. This elegant flower might charm you with its fairy tale appeal, but it's a toxic trap you don't want in your home garden. Foxglove, scientifically Digitalis purpurea, originated in Europe and has a storied history in medicine. It's the source of Digitalis, used for heart conditions. Picture tall spikes up to 5 feet, dotted with tubular blooms in purple, pink, or white, like bells hanging down. Bees love them, but that's where the romance ends. The toxicity comes from cardiac glycosides throughout the plant, which can cause irregular heartbeats, nausea, or even death if any part is eaten. Seniors with heart issues or beginners unaware of the dangers face real health risks, especially in urban gardens where space is tight and accidental brushes happen. It can spread via seeds, becoming invasive and outcompeting your perennial crops. Save money by avoiding it. No need for expensive fencing to keep pets away, which could cost $50 to $100. For care, if you insanely considered planting, but seriously don't, it prefers partial shade, acidic soil, spacing of 1 to 2 feet, seeds sown on surface in zones 4 to 9. Water regularly, but choose varieties? None recommended here. Insider trick? Real gardeners supercharge their plots with lavender instead. It's a mosquito repellent plant, low maintenance, and offers those dual benefits of scent and pollinator attraction without the nightmare. Spot foxglove by its fuzzy leaves and skip it for safe, endless harvests. Number 3, oleander. Talk about a beauty that's deadly. This shrub is a classic example of why looks can kill in gardening. Nerium oleander comes from the Mediterranean, used historically for ornamental hedges, growing 6 to 12 feet with leathery leaves and clusters of pink, white, or red flowers that bloom year-round in warm climates. It screams tropical paradise, but it's pure poison. Every part contains cardiac glycosides, similar to foxglove, leading to heart problems, seizures, or fatality from even small amounts. Burning it releases toxic smoke, a hazard for seniors grilling nearby or urban gardeners in close quarters. It can contaminate soil, affecting nearby edibles, and its invasiveness in zones 8 to 10 means it overtakes space, costing you time and money on removal, up to $200 for professional help. Pro tip: experienced folks know to plant hibiscus as a safe swap. Edible flowers, ornamental flair, and thrives indoors or out with easy gardening tips. Identify oleander by its willow-like leaves and banish it for a disaster-free garden. The fourth one will shock you: deadly nightshade. This one's straight out of poison lore, and for good reason. It's a toxic crop nightmare lurking in gardens. Atropa belladonna, native to Europe and Asia, has a dark history in folklore and medicine. Used for pupil dilation, hence belladonna, meaning beautiful lady. It grows as a bushy perennial, up to 4 feet, with dull green leaves, purple bell-shaped flowers, and shiny black berries that look temptingly like blueberries. The atropine and other alkaloids cause hallucinations, dry mouth, rapid heartbeat, and can be lethal, especially to children mistaking berries for edibles. For beginners in limited spaces, it's a health disaster. Seniors might confuse it with harmless plants. It spreads via roots and seeds, invading your veggie patch and reducing yields. Avoid the regret and save on medical bills. Poisonings aren't cheap. Trick from pros: plant blackberries instead for those dual benefits: edible, ornamental, and low-maintenance harvests in months. Spot nightshade by its foul-smelling leaves when crushed and eradicated pronto. Number 5, monkshood. This striking blue beauty is a wolf in sheep's clothing for any home gardener. Aconitum napellus from mountainous Europe has been infamous in poisons since ancient times, called Queen of Poisons. It features helmet-shaped flowers in deep blue or purple on tall stems up to 4 feet, with palm-like leaves looking like a delphinium cousin. Aconite toxin numbs and paralyzes, leading to respiratory failure from mere skin contact or ingestion. Risks skyrocket for seniors handling without gloves or urban gardeners with pets nibbling. It's not invasive but persistent, wasting space better used for mosquito repellent plants. Health costs? Emergency visits can hit thousands. Insider: swap for larkspur. Similar looks, safe, and boosts your garden's appeal. Identify by hooded flowers and keep your harvests endless and safe. If you're still with me, great, because the next 5 on this list are just as sneaky and dangerous. Remember, these easy gardening tips are all about steering clear to protect your space, health, and those endless harvests. Let's reveal number 6. Number 6, lily of the valley. This delicate darling might seem like a dream for shady spots, but it's a hidden horror in any home garden. Convallaria majalis, native to Europe and Asia, has a sweet history in perfumes and wedding bouquets, symbolizing happiness. It forms low clumps 6 to 12 inches tall with broad green leaves and nodding white bellflowers that smell heavenly, followed by red berries. But convolatoxin in every part mimics digitalis, disrupting heart rhythm and causing vomiting or coma. Seniors with mobility issues or beginners in urban setups risk accidental ingestion, especially if berries tempt kids or pets. It's invasive via rhizomes, spreading underground and choking out your low-maintenance perennials in zones 2 to 7. Save big by avoiding it. No $50 vet visits for mild cases or worse. Pro tip, savvy gardeners supercharge with hostas instead. Edible shoots in some varieties, ornamental foliage, and perfect for limited spaces indoors or out. Spot lily by its arching stems and regret not skipping it earlier. On to number 7, datura, or Jimson weed. Buckle up, this one's a psychedelic nightmare posing as a bold bloomer. Datura stramonium, from the Americas but widespread, has ties to ancient rituals for its hallucinogenic properties. It grows bushy to 4 feet, with large toothed leaves, trumpet-shaped white or purple flowers that open at night, and spiny seed pods like mini grenades. Tropane alkaloids cause delirium, rapid pulse, and can kill via respiratory failure. For urban gardeners with balconies, wind can carry seeds, invading pots and risking cross-contamination with edibles. Health nightmare for seniors. One incident could cost hundreds in ER fees. It's weedy, self-seeding aggressively, cutting your harvest potential. Insider trick, plant moonflowers for similar night blooms, safe, mosquito-repellent qualities, and dual benefits for evenings. Identify datura by its foul odor and banish for safe gardening bliss. Number 8, rhubarb leaves. Wait, rhubarb? Yes, the stalks are pie heaven, but those leaves are a toxic trap you can't ignore. Rheum rhabarbarum, originating in Asia, has been cultivated for centuries for its tart stems in desserts. The plant features huge, crinkled green leaves up to 2 feet wide on red stalks, forming clumps 3 feet tall. Oxalic acid in leaves binds calcium, leading to kidney stones, convulsions, or death if eaten in quantity. Beginners might trim wrong, seniors forget, and in small spaces, compost risks contaminating soil. While stalks save you $5 per bunch versus stores, leaves make it not worth the regret. Potential medical costs soar. Pro tip, seasoned folks know to grow strawberries alongside for companion planting. Edible, ornamental, and boosts rhubarb without toxicity woes. Recognize by fan-like leaves and harvest safely. The 9th toxic crop, water hemlock. This wetland weirdo is often mistaken for edibles, turning gardens into danger zones. Cicuta maculata, native to North America, has an infamous rep as the most poisonous plant here, used in historical executions. It resembles wild carrot, growing 4 to 6 feet with compound leaves, white umbrella flowers, and hollow stems. Cicuta toxin attacks the nervous system, causing seizures and quick death from tiny amounts. Risks amplify for urban gardeners near water features or beginners foraging. It's not typically planted, but invades moist areas, outcompeting your crops and wasting space. Avoid the health disaster. No antidote, costs thousands in treatment. Trick: opt for elderberry bushes, edible berries after cooking, ornamental, and thrives in similar spots with mosquito repellent bonus. Spot hemlock by purple spotted stems and eradicate immediately. Finally, number 10, yew. This evergreen shrub seems like a low-maintenance hero, but it's a silent killer in disguise. Taxus baccata from Europe and Asia has ancient uses in bows and medicine. Taxol for cancer. Dense, dark green needles, red berry-like arils on females, growing slowly to 10 feet or more. Taxine alkaloids in all but aril flesh stop the heart cold. Pets nibble, kids eat berries, nightmare for families. In limited spaces, clippings and compost toxify everything. Invasiveness low, but persistence means long-term regret. Removal costs $100 plus. Pro tip: Real experts choose boxwood alternatives, safe, shapeable, and offers dual benefits for hedges without fear. Identify you by flat needles and keep your garden disaster-free. If this list is opening your eyes to safer gardening, hit that like button and subscribe for more easy gardening tips on perennial crops and mosquito-repellent plants. Your support keeps the green thumbs growing. In wrapping up, we've uncovered the 10 toxic crops, from castor beans' deadly seeds to Yew's heart-stopping needles, that could turn your dream garden into a regret-filled mess. By avoiding them, you're unlocking endless harvests, saving money on bills, think hundreds annually, and prioritizing health for beginners, seniors, and urban spaces alike. Remember the hook: no more toxic disasters ruining your oasis. Bonus tip, as promised: to supercharge your safe garden, interplant marigolds everywhere. They're low maintenance, repel pests naturally, offer edible petals, and add ornamental pop in zones 3 to 11. Plant seeds half-inch deep, space 8 inches, water moderately for blooms in 60 days. Happy gardening, folks! You've got this. Turn those limited spaces into bountiful havens. Drop your experiences in the comments. Ever encountered these toxics? Like, subscribe, and bell for more. See you in the next video.